Ben Carson said of himself, "I was the worst student in my whole fifth grade class." One day, Ben took a math test with 30 problems. The student behind him corrected it and handed it back. The teacher, Mrs. Williamson, started calling each student's name for the score. Finally, she got to Ben. Out of embarrassment, he mumbled the answer. Mrs. Williamson, thinking he said 9, replied that for Ben to score 9 out of 30 was a wonderful improvement. The student behind Ben then yelled out, "Not 9, he got none right." Ben said he wanted to drop through the floor. At the same time, Ben's mother, Sonya, faced obstacles of her own. She was one of 24 children, had only a third grade education, and she could not read. She was married at age 13, was divorced, had 2 sons, and was raising them in the ghettos of Detroit. Nonetheless, she was fiercely self-reliant and had a firm belief that God would help her and her sons if they did their part. One day, a turning point came in her life, and that of her sons. It dawned on her that successful people for whom she cleaned homes had libraries. They read. After work, she went home and turned off the television that Ben and his brother were watching. She said, in essence, "You boys are watching too much television. From now on, you can watch 3 programs a week. In your free time, you will go to the library, read 2 books a week, and give me a report." The boys were shocked. Ben said he had never read a book in his entire life except when required to do so at school. They protested, they complained, they argued, but it was to no avail. Then Ben reflected. She laid down the law. I didn't like the rule, but her determination to see us improve changed the course of my life. And what a change it made. By the 7th grade, he was at the top of his class. He went on to attend Yale University on a scholarship, then Johns Hopkins Medical School, where at age 33, he became its chief of pediatric neurosurgery and a world-renowned surgeon. How was that possible? Largely because of a mother who, without many of the advantages of life, magnified her calling as a parent.